Welcome, everyone. We have a standing room only crowd today. Hopefully you're as cozy with your neighbor as you can be so we can seat as many individuals as possible. I ask that we remain standing just a little longer for the singing of the national anthem. It'll be performed by vocal major graduates Joel Brown, Jennifer Hemingway, Caroline Morland, David Siemens, and Brianna Spruill.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the brave.
Thank you. Our invocation will now be offered by Mrs. Lena Elliott.
Let us pray. Dear God, we celebrate this graduation. We thank you for giving our graduates the strength and endurance that they needed to reach this milestone along the journey of their life. Heavenly Father, we gather to celebrate the life accomplishments of these graduates. Let them ever be mindful of these three things. It has been said that there are three things that once gone never come back: time, words, and opportunity. Three things in life that are the most valuable: love, self-confidence, and friends. Three things in life that are never certain: dreams, success, and fortune. And three things in life that make the person: hard work, sincerity, and commitment. We ask, dear Lord, that you bless these graduates, help them understand and use these values as they served only to reach the future milestones. In your name we pray, amen.
Please be seated. Before we get started, the family of Alexandria Lozano, we do need you to meet at the arched entranceway with a CMU representative. Thank you. With the placing of the mace in its cradle by Mr. Josh Butler, President of the Colorado Mesa University Faculty Senate, on behalf of President Foster, as Vice President for Academic Affairs, I have the honor of declaring our spring commencement ceremony formally open. Honored guests, friends, relatives of our over 1,275 graduates being awarded 1,369 degrees or certificates in this graduating class. Welcome. Welcome to all of you. In this, our 93rd year, we are gathered to honor these graduates for their academic achievements at Colorado Mesa University. The graduation ceremony is rooted in tradition and in symbolism, with the awarding of academic degrees dating back to the 12th century. The mace, as a symbol of institutional authority, is a tradition of the 13th century, and the chain of presidential office originated in the Middle Ages as a symbol of self-governance and academic freedom. Likewise, the history of academic regalia dates back to the 1400s and evolved from clerical dress, with the primary function actually being warmth. Robes vary in terms of fabric, sleeves, chevrons, all of which denote specific aspects of the degrees earned. The colored hoods also vary based on degree and academic discipline. Before we move forward with introductions of the platform party, as we celebrate together, I want to call your attention to the flags on the stage. They represent our graduates' respective home countries: the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Spain, South Africa, and the tribal flags of our American Indian graduates: the Jiccarilla, Apache, Cherokee Nation, Chickasaw, Chippewa, Cree, and the Navajo Nation tribes, as well as, of course, the Colorado State and the United States flags. Yeah. In the way of introductions, we're very fortunate to have some special guests with us today. We want to extend them a warm welcome, and as I read their name, I ask that they stand. Lena Elliott. Lena is former trustee of Colorado Mesa University. Mayor Rick Taggart, Grand Junction City Council. Mr. Glenn Gallegos, former CMU trustee and current regent for the University of Colorado. Ms. Sarah Schrader, owner and co-founder of Bonsai Design, and Mr. Herb Fenzig, member of the President's Advisory Council. We also have with us some Guardian scholars today: Ron and Lucy Davis, Sally Dean and Larry Roche, and Sue and Mike Rushmore. Let's give them a welcoming hand of applause. We would like to also recognize our emeriti faculty. Emeritus status is granted to faculty retiring from the university in recognition of their long teaching excellence and contributions. This year, we recognize 3 outstanding faculty. Collectively, they represent nearly 80 years of teaching and learning service on behalf of Colorado Mesa University. I ask that Dr. Mont Atkinson, Professor of Music, John Redifer, Professor of Political Science, and Dr. Patrick Schutz, Professor of Business Human Resources, please stand and be recognized. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for your service to CMU, to our students, and to our educational mission. Next, we recognize the faculty marshals who are helping keep us organized today. Ms. Paula Casey, the 2018 Distinguished Faculty Awardee. Mr. Josh Butler, Faculty Senate President. Dr. Kristen Haig, Faculty Senate President-elect, Dr. James Ayers, Faculty Senate Vice President, and Dr. Dan Schultz-Ela, Faculty Senate Secretary. Congratulations and thank you for your service. Additional marshals assisting today, Dr. Darren Kamstra, Professor of Music, Ms. Meredith Lyons, Assistant Professor of Dance, and Dr. Elizabeth Sharp, Associate Professor of Kinesiology. Thank you very much. And now I will introduce the Board of Trustees and administration who are part of the platform party. I ask that as I read their name, they stand or remain standing so we can recognize and thank them for their service to CMU and attendance today. Trustee Tilly Bishop. Trustee Stephanie Motter. Trustee David Reed, Vice Chair of the Board. Trustee Bob Wilson. Faculty Trustee, Dr. Chad Middleton. And of course, former trustee, Ms. Lena Elliott. We also have President of the CMU Alumni Foundation present, Ms. Karen Martzoff. In the platform party today, Mr. John Marshall, Vice President for Student Services, Ms. Brigitta Sunderman, Acting Vice President for Community College Affairs, and Dr. Kurt Haas, Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs. Last, and certainly not least, our commencement speaker, who will be introduced in greater detail a little later in the program, U.S. Senator Michael Bennet. It's now my pleasure to invite Mr. Marshall to come forward to recognize some of our graduates.
Good morning. Let me congratulate the class of 2018 and recognize a few of them. Graduation is a major accomplishment for all of our students, many of whom have overcome challenges, engaged highly valued service, and led lives of high adventure while achieving academic excellence. As I read your name, I'd ask you to stand and be recognized. Ian McGuire is a non-traditional student completing his Bachelor of Music with elective studies in business. Ian was a founding member and trumpet player for the Madbrook Stampede, where he also met his wife. He started his own business last year in an event DJing service called MC, which booked 6 events last year, is already set to at least double that number this year. He's a founding father and vice president for membership development for Delta Sigma Phi, an organization whose slogan, Better Men, Better Lives, focuses on professional development and community service. Ian also co-directs the Grand Valley Children's Choir, mentoring students in 4th through 7th grades in developing their music skills. Ian McGuire. Emma Malmquist. Emma is graduating summa cum laude with an exercise science degree. She is captain of the Nordic skiing team and is a 5-time All-American. She's one of only 7 women to represent the U.S. at the 2017 World University Games in Kazakhstan, where she placed in the top 50. She will train this year for the 2018 Games. Emma combined her passion for skiing with her scholarly pursuits into a 13-month research project in which she tested 18 subjects focusing on oxygen levels based on skiing performance. This year, Emma volunteered at the National Disabled Veterans Winter Sports Clinic, where she assisted some 400 disabled veterans in skiing down the mountain at Snowmass. Due to her enthusiasm and passion for helping, she, along with 4 other CMU students, were presented the Heidi Hatch Cross Country Instructor Extraordinaire Award. This summer, she heads back to her hometown of Bend, Oregon to gain physical therapy observation hours before applying to PT school next year. Emma Malmquist. Sarah Beth Walsh is completing of a rigorous 3+2 accounting program, all while juggling family life. She's raising 5 boys, ages 5 to 17, and she beat the 17-year-old to graduation. all while finding time to volunteer in the community. She's an Air Force veteran who returned to complete her higher education after performing classified linguistics works for the military for 7 years after starting her family. The 3+2 accounting degree is allowing Sarah Beth to walk across our stage today with both an undergraduate degree in accounting and an MBA. Despite her rigorous course load and busy family life, Sarah Beth has found time to give back by helping her fellow veterans transition into college life. She connected with the Student Veterans Association right away on arrival at CMU and has been an active member and leader with the organization, which provides military veterans with the resources and support and advocacy needed to succeed in college and beyond. Sarah Beth Walsh. His freshman year, Hayden Murphy found a way to save CMU about $70,000 a year. He took the initiative to start his own independent research study on the water and gas consumption of shower heads in the CMU residence halls. He found the potential savings of about 5 million cubic feet of natural gas and more than 8 million gallons of water that could be attained by simply reducing showerhead flow rates from 2 gallons to 1. He presented the findings to facilities and university leadership, and it was approved and implemented. That was the start of his college career. As he moved through the mechanical engineering program as one of the CMU-CU Boulder Engineering Partnerships, his creativity and ingenuity grew. Hayden won the 2016 Entrepreneurship Day elevator pitch with his invention, a refillable dry erase product. After E-Day, he was approached by a local businessman interested in investing in his product. Hayden spent the next 2 years refining his product, and last month he submitted his paperwork for a U.S. patent. After graduation, he will go to work for that investor, JG Management Systems, here in Grand Junction. He plans to spend the next 2 years working on his refillable dry erase marker product and hopes to launch into the market soon after. Hayden Murphy. At this time, let us recognize our veterans who are graduating today. I'd ask you to stand now and be recognized. We would also ask that all of our guests, our faculty, our staff, and those in attendance who have served in our United States military to please rise and be recognized. Thank you for your service. And finally, will all of our graduates rise so that we can recognize you, your accomplishments, and give thanks to the families and friends here today who helped support you and get you here.
You may be seated. It is now my pleasure to welcome Trustee David Reed, who will offer greetings on behalf of the CMU Board of Trustees. As President-elect of the Board of Trustees, Trustee Reed is wearing the chain of presidential office on behalf of President Foster.
Good morning. Members of the board, distinguished guests, including our distinguished senior United States Senator Michael Bennett, Colorado Mesa University faculty and staff, and our class of 2018 family and friends. As the Vice Chairman of the CMU Board of Trustees, it is my distinct honor and privilege on behalf of the board to welcome you to this commencement ceremony. To the graduates who have shed blood, sweat, and tears preparing for this moment, this is your day. To the parents and families of our graduates who perhaps have shared more, even more, blood, sweat, and tears during the journey to this moment. For you, this is also a day of celebration and commemoration. The CMU Board of Trustees is honored to be a part of this celebration and to share this day with you. As I thought about what words of wisdom I could presumptuously convey to our graduates, it became clear to me that there really wasn't anything that I could say that would make a lasting impression that hasn't already been said before. However, I do have a couple of quotes which may help focus your future course of action. An unknown author once said, "Don't strive to make your presence noticed. Just live to make your absence known." And in the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, "Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I congratulate you all, and I wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors. You have earned this day by your hard work and perseverance. Now go out and make us proud, which you surely will. And don't forget, this is your home, and you can always come home again. Thank you.
Next on our program is Ben Lindsay, this year's president of the Colorado Mesa University Associated Student Government. There he is. Ben is originally from Clayton, California, but got here as quick as he could. Since moving to Grand Junction, he's fallen in love with the community and the people of the Grand Valley. Graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing and an Emergency Medical Technician certificate, Ben looks forward to helping his fellow community members lead healthier lives with the St. Mary's Medical Center's Emergency Department. While at CMU, Ben has served as the student body president, student ambassador president, and as a resident assistant. He's loved leading his fellow Mavericks and looks forward to helping lead in his community and country in the future. Ben Lindsay.
Good morning, class of 2018. Welcome. It is my honor, on behalf of the students of Colorado Mesa University, to welcome you all to our spring 2018 commencement ceremony. As one of the 1,275 Mavericks who will be graduating today, I stand before you nervous and apprehensive for what the future holds, but confident and composed knowing that I am ready to challenge my future goals and aspirations. Knowing that I have received the proper training and education and that I've been surrounded by the best possible people for the last 4 years, I know that I'm ready to take on the future. A friend asked me to say something inspiring today, but I don't believe that inspiration and motivation for life should come from another. It should come from yourself. So with hopes of helping you find this within you, I offer 3 things that I've learned in my last 4 years as a Maverick, from mentors, from Colorado Mesa University, and from you, my peers. These 3 things are respect, passion, and love. First, we have respect. I've learned to respect on any and all individual and the importance of standing up for others who can't, but I've also learned the importance of self-respect and the power you grant yourself when you recognize who you are and who you can become. I've learned that through finding who you are, you often discover the beauty of passion, which is my second lesson. Passion for who you are and what you do is one of the most important things that I've learned in my time here at Mesa. Passion is what makes Colorado Mesa University so incredible. Passion is what allows us to overcome adversities and fear. Passion is what is the fire fueling the change in the world. It's how we express the best of us, and it allows us to touch others' hearts. Which brings me to my third lesson, and that's love. Love for yourself and for who you are and what you can do. I believe that you cannot love others unless you love yourself, which is extremely difficult because we are often the biggest critics of ourselves, but I challenge all of us today in suggesting that we be our strongest supporters instead. I've learned that love is what brings us together as a people, and love is what will drive us into finding what we can become. CMU has taught me that without others, you cannot be you, and without you, what can you expect to do? Just as we have impacted others, grown ourselves, and grown our community our last 4 years, I challenge all of us here today, each and every single one of us, whether we're teachers, nurses, businessmen, politicians, or whatever it may be, to lead our next communities and try and impact and change those communities as well. We all can do this through respect, passion, and love for what we do and who we are. And to all of us, I know we've heard it many times today already, but congratulations, class of 2018, and thank you all for being Mavericks.
Thank you, Ben. Our final welcome comes from Ms. Karen Martzoff, President of the CMU Alumni Association. Ms. Martzoff is the Director of Marketing and Communications and Fund Development for Community Hospital. She's also spent the past 6 years teaching at CMU as an adjunct instructor of mass communications. She graduated from Colorado Mesa University, then Mesa State College, in 1997. She was 12 at the time, I think, with a degree in mass communications and a concentration in public relations. Karen holds a master's degree from Kent State University in journalism and mass communications. She has 20 years experience in sales, marketing, and communications and has worked in both the public and private sectors throughout her career. On behalf of the Alumni Association, please help me welcome Karen Martzoff.
Colorado Mesa University, class of 2018, it is an honor to speak briefly to you this morning. First and foremost, graduates, on behalf of the CMU Alumni Association, congratulations. I can remember what it took to be in your seat, and now you can proudly say, as you join the ranks of CMU alumni, once a Mav, always a Mav. And just how many CMU alumni are there? You are now one of more than 38,000 active alumni members in our network. Our alums are represented in all 50 states and multiple foreign countries. Most importantly, our CMU alumni members are an active group of engaged constituents in their circles and communities. I encourage you to stay involved in this group. You may think your days of attending football games or campus events are over, but that couldn't be further from the truth. The Alumni Board hosts events coast to coast to help you connect with other alumni and continue to move Colorado Mesa University forward. To help you stay connected, here are just a few simple ways to get involved. You can join a local chapter of our Alumni Board. We have chapters in Montrose, Denver, Southern California, as well as the football and NBA chapter. Ensure your information is up to date in the My Mesa portal. That information is in your diploma packet today. And when you snap that selfie while hiking a 14er, or when you win the Nobel Prize, be sure to let us know so we can highlight you and your accomplishments in the Maverick magazine. On this day, when your life opens up with possibility, I hope you relentlessly pursue those possibilities, all of them. There may be times when a supervisor or a coworker offers you the opportunity that doesn't seem directly related to your career path. Pursue it. Be curious. Be helpful. Go above and beyond. A job or a task may present itself that you feel is beneath you or your training. Take it on. I guarantee you, every time you pursue that possibility, the pieces of the puzzle will fall together. The connections that you have made here at CMU, the certification that you have earned, will propel you forward. I would like to share with you my favorite quote by Mark Twain that I share with my students every semester. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines. Sail away from the safe harbor. Catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore, dream, discover. Take it from me. You will be absolutely amazed at how quickly 20 years flies by. So don't take anything for granted. Appreciate the journey, and don't be afraid to slowly climb the ladder to your ultimate success. It will be worth every step. Again, on behalf of the CMU Alumni Association, I congratulate you, and I look forward to helping you maintain your relationship with Colorado Mesa University. Go Mavs!
Today, our graduates have invited United States Senator Michael Bennet as today's guest speaker. Senator Bennet has represented Colorado in the United States Senate since 2009. Widely recognized as a pragmatic and independent thinker, he's driven by an obligation to create more opportunity for the next generation. Senator Bennet brings Colorado's spirit of bipartisanship to Washington, where he has built a reputation of working across the aisle to address our nation's greatest challenges, including education, climate change, and immigration. Before serving in the Senate, Senator Bennet worked in business and then in public service as Chief of Staff to Denver Mayor John Hickenlooper, Superintendent of Denver Public Schools. Currently lives in Denver with his wife and 3 daughters. As a former superintendent, Senator Bennet has a long-held passion for engaging with students, and he's honored to deliver the commencement address at Colorado Mesa University. I understand Senator Bennet attended his own college reunion 30 years ago. Is that possible? 30 years ago? And he is quite excited to be here today. I hope you will join me in giving him a warm Colorado Mesa University welcome to Senator Michael Bennet.
30 years goes by in a hurry. Good morning, Mavericks. You could not have picked a more beautiful day than the day you have for your graduation. Congratulations on that. Thank you, Vice President Marshall, for those kind words. I'd also like to thank President Foster for his tremendous leadership of this university. I wish you'd give him a round of applause. He's unable to join us this morning, as you know, for good reason, because he's with the men's lacrosse team at Nationals. Let's give them a round of applause as well. And while we're at it, let's give it up for all the conference champions this year. Baseball, softball had an incredible year this year. And of course, the football team, who brought it home for the 3rd year in a row. Let me also thank the Board of Trustees, the proud parents and families, and of course, the brilliant class of 2018. Graduates in this class have learned to work metals and polymers in the engineering lab, designed formula race cars in national competitions, studied higher dimensional cosmology and the biochemistry of shale, launched a reading program with local elementary schools, led hiking trips on the monument through the outdoor program. You've learned the best fishing holes in Grand Mesa and the best drink specials at Canna Creek. In the last month alone, you've survived the Stampede Rodeo, Lil Yachty. Why isn't he giving the graduation speech? And finals. And now all you have to do is endure a commencement speech by a United States Senator. I'm not going to be long. This morning, I want to draw your attention to the present, graduates, specifically to the duties you bear, not tomorrow, not next year, but today, as graduates of this great school and citizens of our republic. As we consider the world around us, we can have an understandable tendency sometimes to imagine it was all just inevitable. We forget our origins and replace what were actually historical contingencies with a presumption that human history moves inexorably in only one direction. Our country's founders made no such presumption. They defied tyranny and led the first successful revolution against a colonial power. That same generation of Americans established a new constitution and submitted it to the American people for ratification. No other republic of this size has sprung from a vote of the people. No one participating in the debate over that Constitution could imagine the republic we now possess, let alone our size, wealth, and strength. Today, the United States has a population of 350 million, nearly 100 times our number in 1790. Today, our borders span from the Atlantic to the Pacific. Our economy is a driving force affecting the productivity and wealth of the world's nations. Our standing military, 4 branches of terrifying force, outpowers all others. Likewise, the founders could not have imagined the extent of our democracy. The government they founded guarded against, even more than it empowered, direct participation of the people. Under the government first established by the Constitution, voters chose only one branch of government. The founders would never have conceived the direct election of senators, or that states would give so much power to voters to select the president. They certainly would never have imagined the extent to which the vote is now shared by so many citizens, not just men with property. Some would be astonished that the United States ended the cruelty of human slavery. Others would be astonished that it took so long. Today, I think they would be riveted by our continuing struggle to fulfill the aspiration of words they wrote, that all people are created equal and endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, including life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Anyone in this stadium who doubts the allure of American citizenship should think upon the work of someone denied it. Our list of founders did not end in the 18th century. It extends to all those who followed, those who sought the vote, those who expected safety from lynch mobs and equal protection from the law, those who knew they deserved the same working conditions granted to others, those who were the first to attend a college like this one, the veterans who are here today, those who stormed the beaches at Normandy and liberated concentration camps, those who strive to see the lives of their children exceed the opportunities afforded to them by their parents and grandparents. They too are founders of this country. And today we must understand their victories as something other than historical accidents. If the safer workplace won at the cost of 146 lives in the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory, if the opportunity to vote, earned only after dogs and fire hoses, were set by citizens on their fellow citizens, if the freedoms of speech or religion, secured only after censorship and discrimination, if these steps on a path to a fuller and better understanding of citizenship becomes just so many ticks on a timeline to be studied in school, artifacts, even national monuments, then we as a nation run the risk of becoming blind to injustice. Injustice which should be, as Frederick Douglass wrote, our business with the present. A century after Douglass, Dr. King told us the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. That is a comforting thought, but it can lead us to look back on our past for unearned permission to ignore what is wrong in the present, presuming it will be righted not today, but in some other time, and maybe by some other person. In 1942, months after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, President Roosevelt issued Executive Order 9066. The order called for the War Relocation Authority to force Japanese American citizens from their homes into prison-like camps. Some were located in rural Colorado. Many Western governors opposed the camps at the time, not because they were unjust, but out of a cruel anti-Japanese prejudice. They were comfortable rounding up and locking down their fellow citizens so long as they were locked up in someone else's state. Some Coloradans in nearby communities gave way to a shameful fear of their fellow citizens and objected to their presence. Colorado's governor at the time was Ralph Carr. His response reminds us what our business with the present looks like. Speaking to a crowd of angry citizens, he said, "I'm talking to all the American people, whether their status be white, brown, or black, when I say that if a majority may deprive a minority of its freedom, contrary to the terms of the Constitution today, then you as a minority may be subjected to the same ill will of the majority tomorrow." He went on to remind that angry crowd that Japanese Americans, he said, are not going to take over the vegetable business of our state, and they are not going to take over the Arkansas Valley. But the Japanese are protected by the same Constitution that protects us. An American citizen of Japanese descent has the same rights as any other citizen. If you harm them, you must first harm me. I was brought up in small towns where I knew the shame and dishonor of race hatred. I grew to despise it, Carr said, pointing to the crowd, because it threatened the happiness of you and you and you. At that moment, the moral arc of the universe bent only because Ralph Carr chose to pull it. His example should also make us wonder what would have happened had he not been there. Class of 2018, the ties of citizenship are demanding. Citizenship always balances between a generous approach to our aspirations and the temptation to hoard them for ourselves. Citizenship is a bond of trust, that we will work out our differences and land on the side of generosity together, even as we know some of us will be somewhat disappointed from time to time with the outcomes as individuals. The necessary give and take of citizenship is enacted now, in the present, not back in the good old days, and not later when things might be better. I believe that give and take works best when we are face to face, obliged by proximity to regard the humanity and citizenship we share. And maybe I'm nostalgic, but I've found that in a digital age especially, isolation from one another affords the convenience of diminishing one another rather than aspiring to thrive together. For proof, I look no further than my Facebook feed, which attracts routine vitriol and indignation. As an elected official, I accept my duty to receive input in this form, but after reading it for nearly a decade, I can also say that we're not going to make a better future from that kind of engagement. Graduates, I share all of this to remind you that our republic lives in the ties between us. And those ties live not in a frozen past, but in the small choices we make every day. From where I stand, all evidence tells me the class of 2018 appreciates this. During your time at Mesa, you've raised thousands of dollars for young adults with life-threatening illnesses, comforted fellow citizens after the ravages of Hurricane Harvey, volunteered to help the parents of kids with special needs, protected vulnerable families in disaster-stricken Nepal. This is not surprising. Mesa has prepared you to fulfill your role as a founder. All you need now is practice, and if you look, you will find opportunities to do so all around you because your work as a citizen exists now, not in some distant future. Our politics cries out for reform today, not tomorrow. Our institutions need a voice in our time, just as there has been one in others. So as you leave here today, headed to the wider world with its demands and concerns and presumptions, let the knowledge that human history is not in any way inevitable inform you. Let your obligation to our republic inspire you, and let your capacity for leadership embolden you. Your country needs you. Indeed, the republic depends upon you. Class of 2018, your business is with the present. Congratulations and good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking U.S. Senator Michael Bennet. I'd like to invite Dr. Pemberton back to the stage.
Today's musical selection, the last part of our program before we begin celebrating our graduates, well, I know, pretty exciting, is being performed again by vocalist Joel Brown, Jennifer Hemingway, Caroline Moreland, David Siemens, Brianna Spruill. The selection is I'll Be Seeing You, with words and music by Irving Cajal and Sammy Fain, arranged by Phil Mattson.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through, all day through, all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees are wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's bright and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon. But I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you.
Thank you so very much. Graduates, it is time to now start talking about you. Trustee Tilly Bishop will come forward to say some words to recognize our associate degree honor graduates.
This is where the real part of the graduation comes. The degrees that you'll be awarded. Senator Bennett, thank you for all you do for Colorado, the nation, and thank you for what you do for higher education. don't forget us. We're in the rural area, and any help that you can put in there for us, we greatly appreciate. To the singers, boy, you were outstanding. Made me want to get up and dance, but you saw what it took to get me up here. I was hoping that you'd be a real lively group today. Yeah. Let's see if we can loosen up a little bit between here and the end, okay? All right. The meaning of the associate degree honor designations are as follows. And I ask you to rise and remain standing as your distinction is noted. High distinction, 3.75, cumulative grade point average or higher. Please rise. Associate degree people. Now, those with distinction, grade point average of 3.5 to 3.74, cumulative GPA, you please rise. Thank you very much. It gives me a great pleasure to honor these candidates as they have accomplished what they have accomplished reflected as a commitment to academic excellence. Please join me in recognizing them with a round of applause that is really live. Thank you. I was going to ask you to be seated, but you beat me to it. Best wishes to you, graduates.
As Vice President for Academic Affairs, I have the honor and privilege of presenting the degree candidates as indicated in the program. Following each presentation, Mr. John Marshall, Vice President for Student Affairs, will, on behalf of President Tim Foster, recite the conferral of degrees. Once we have conferred all degrees, we will ask students to come forward and begin walking across the platform by degree level. So to begin, will the candidates for technical certificates and associate's degrees please rise? The academic records of these candidates have been examined, and they have fulfilled the requirements for graduation for technical certificates, Associate of Arts degrees, Associate of Science, or Associate of Applied Science degrees. Therefore, as prescribed by the faculty and the trustees of Colorado Mesa University, they are qualified to receive their award. I recommend these candidates and the conferral of the appropriate degree or certificate.
By virtue of the authority vested in Colorado Mesa University by the Board of Trustees, the certificate or degree you have earned is hereby conferred with all rights, duties, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. You may be seated. In a moment, we'll have you come to the platform to receive your diplomas.
I now invite Trustee Stephanie Motter, who will join me in introducing the graduating students who have completed coursework as part of our academic honors programs. CMU's academic honors programs offer highly motivated students discipline-specific, enriched opportunities. And while honors requirements vary by department and program, CMU honors graduates all actively engage in advanced coursework, culminating in a capstone project that typically includes research or creative work presented in a scholarly venue. Admissions to the honors programs is highly competitive, and honors program completion and distinction truly representative of academic excellence. Trustee Motter.
Wow, great energy. We now recognize baccalaureate degree candidates who have completed university academic honors program requirements. Please stand as I read your name, and please remain standing until all of the honors program scholars have been recognized. Audience, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Shania Belden, Bachelor of Business Administration, Marketing. Cassidy Blake, Bachelor of Business Administration, Finance. Lindsay Brown, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Visual Design. Trey Cranston, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management. Michaela Cross, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Studio Art. Marcus Fingerlin, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Studio Art. Molly Kubesh, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Emma Melmquist, Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science. Ian McGuire, Bachelor of Music, Music with elective studies in business. Caitlin Miller, Bachelor of Fine Art, Studio Art. Alexis O'Neill, Bachelor of Fine Art, Music Theater. Vanessa Porras, Bachelor of Fine Art, Studio Art. Grace Shively, Bachelor of Arts, Dance. Zoe Stanley, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management. Heather Swain, Bachelor of Business Administration, Finance. Luke Trovinger, Bachelor of Business Administration, Entrepreneurship. Nathan Turner, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Visual Design. Brianna Van Minnen, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management. Mary Ashton Van Winkle, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Dance. Mitchell Vandell, Bachelor of Science, Athletic Training. And Wendy Walters, Bachelor of Business Administration, Human Resources Management. Please join me in recognizing the accomplishments of these students. Thank you. You may be seated.
Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Kurt Haas, will now come forward to recognize the baccalaureate degree graduates and the associated honors that accompany degree accomplishment.
Thank you. The meanings of the baccalaureate degree honored designations are as follows. Please rise and remain standing as we note your designation. First, we have summa cum laude with highest honors. That's a cumulative GPA of 3.9 or higher. Please rise. Yeah. Next, we have magna cum laude with high honors, a cumulative GPA of 3.75 to 3.89. And finally, cum laude with honors, cumulative GPA of 3.50 to 3.74. Let's recognize this accomplishment. Thank you. You may be seated.
It's up, down, up, down, up, down. You didn't know you were doing like a Fitbit activity at the same time here, because we're going to have the candidates for baccalaureate degrees. Please rise. All baccalaureate degrees. Yeah. The academic records of these candidates have been examined, and they have fulfilled the requirements for graduation for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Applied Science, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Fine Arts, or Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, or Bachelor of Social Work degrees. Therefore, as prescribed by the faculty and trustees of Colorado Mesa University, I recommend these candidates as qualified to receive their degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in Colorado Mesa University by the Board of Trustees, the bachelor degree you have earned is hereby conferred with all rights, duties, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Please be seated, and you'll come up in a moment to gain your diploma.
I now ask Trustee David Reed to join me, and he is going to recognize those graduates who are completing a degree from the CMU-CU Engineering Partnership Program.
We now recognize our class of graduates completing the CMU-CU Engineering Partnership Program. We ask that you please rise and remain standing as your name is called. Audience, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Please join me now in recognizing the accomplishments of these individuals. Dominic Brevig, Elaine Bucio Barrios, Logan Donahue, Scott Foster, Eric Jacobs, Jonathan Johansson, Zachary Kinnison, Kawasi Karame Dapa, Nevin Lister, Hayden Murphy, Matthew Nielsen, Gunnar Pogny, Tyler Raymond, Levi Walcher, Jacob Wallace, Benjamin Whitney, Paul Yanowicz, and that's all. You may be seated. Thank you.
It's now time to present the candidates for graduate certificates and master's degrees. Will these candidates please rise? The academic records of these individuals have been examined, and they have fulfilled the requirements for graduation for graduate certificate in education or Master's of Business Administration or Master's of Science in Nursing degrees. Therefore, as prescribed by the faculty and the Colorado Mesa University Board of Trustees, they are qualified to receive their award. As such, I recommend these candidates and the conferral of the appropriate certificate or degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in Colorado Mesa University by the Board of Trustees, the certificate or degree you have earned is conferred with all rights, duties, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
You may be seated. And now, as our marshals begin to lead the graduates by degree to the platform, Dr. Houle will perform Etude in A-flat major, Opus 25, number 1, by Frederick Chopin.
Tapscott. Andrea Mastrud. Amber Sachek with high distinction. Erica Lynn Johnson. Samantha Lensmeyer. Kristen E. Gardner. Melody D. Felix. Taylor Mueller. Zachary Ferguson. Morgan Murray with high distinction. Kayla Mae Dinkle. Nicole Lee Cunning with distinction. Jacob John Webster. Liana Karyang. Nasha William Kaho'api. Brian E. Miller. Joshua Barnes. Megan Kaus. Ashley L. Krim. Trista Ray Ball. You can keep moving. You'll make it. Catherine Denise Connor. Diana Lemus. Marissa DeRay Archuleta. Lorena I. Navarro Gomez. Maria Victoria Estep. Joni Michelle Brown. Congratulations. Love that. Tristan B. Shelby. Congratulations. Joshua Zellner. Alfredo Lebron. Ethan G. Barnes. Just keep walking. Go ahead. Kempinski. Mark Christopher Kempinski. Morgan Taylor Fogg. Cole Douglas Cooper. Matthew James Stike. Brandon J. Nash. Dax Logan Malone. Austin James. Joshua E. Wynn. Colton Boone Barber. Austin Martin Pierce. Keith Allen Edwards. Audrey Kelleher Oldright. Logan Ray Barker. Christopher Robin Mittelstadt. Christian Nathaniel Watkins with high distinction. Linford Senyo Oklu. Joshua Eugene Steele. Cassandra D. Harris. Evan Henry Wilking. Hannah Smith with high distinction. Kristen Renee Seltzer with distinction. Veronica Doyle. Nice. Natalie Danielson. Cuba Gavant. Leah Santiago with high distinction. Sierra Moots with distinction. Joel Staten. Charvel L. Hunter. Caitlin Campola. Keely J. Roberts. Amy M. Boscoetia. Shay Griffin. Wendelin Marduk with distinction. Tabitha Ray Nelson with high honor distinction. F. Cecilia Apodaca. Jasmine Ponce. Haley Graham. Elizabeth Luna with distinction. Tayton Zachary Petersian. Matthew Cree with distinction. Roger Lupinski. Robert Warren Howard with distinction. Cody C. Littlefield. Tanner B. Gianetti. Kyler M. J.J. Brown. Garrett N. Guthrie with distinction. Jerry Van Orden with high distinction. Danielle Marie Scowden. Maria Guadalupe Navarro. Alex Nicholas Husky. Rochelle Weemat. Maria Gabriela Cortez. Stephanie K. Murphy. Kayla Sue Langstaff. Rebecca Nicole Tevis. Mia Havigard Brabeck with high distinction. Fengwen Liang. Trevor Alexander Putman. Mason Sturgill. Aubrey Hunt. Shayla Blackmore. Michaela Ridgway. Pantha Ray Grosser. Cody Armstrong. Brody Thomas Fulmer. Stephen Blazard. Reagan Manspeaker. Emily Montag. Grace Michelle Weiland. Ashley Johnson. Michael Davis. Jason Holman. Roger Ramos Lopez with distinction. Alexandria Johnson. Carly Ball with distinction. Blake Lee Ferguson with high distinction. Amanda Lynn Charles. Haley Lynn Wright. Jennifer M. Sign. Bridget Lauricella. Adrian Grace Claire Barkston. Kelly G. Baldwell. David Michael Adams with high distinction. Cameron Brown. Alex Duvall. Tristan Todd. James Allen LaValle. Cody J. Dillon. Luis Javier Navarrete Gonzalez. Myrna R. Henderson. Miranda Lynn Vincent. All right, great.
We will now award the diplomas for our bachelor degree graduates. Zach McLeod. Jeffrey Carr. Taylor Prokopis. Steve Brandenburg. Joshua Simon Shapiro, cum laude. Jordan Page Loudermilk, cum laude. John Ballard. Joshua Emil Ballard. Jocelyn Elizabeth Lopez. Blake Brockett. Garrett Emerson Reese Scott. Antonio Hill Jr. Zachary James Nolan Stone. Isaiah Alexander Cockrell. George Tyrus Manning Jr. Jordan Reyes McDonald. Carlos S. Aviles II. Aaron Joseph Simons, cum laude. Kane Perry Hutchinson. Vincent David Lausii Fanua. Tyler Weilman. Chance Cody Sidebottom. Chelsea M. Scott. Michaela Shea Lang. Sadie T. Elliott, summa cum laude. Letitia Fleming. Tessa Carly Kruckenberg, cum laude. Hunter Cole Mice. Kayla Brunswick. Sandra Gutierrez, cum laude. Maxwell Jace Anderson. Channing Lewis. Madison Elizabeth Layton. Hunter Rain Smith. Bo Gregory Sanchez. Thomas Paul Sager. Amy Elizabeth Schuster. Jarrett Bott. Brenna D. McAtlin. Cameron Robert Johnson, cum laude. Hello. Hannah? Hannah McKay Peterman. Rachel Marie Holm, magna cum laude. Megan Angela Gromke, cum laude. Hannah Jane Payton, summa cum laude. Jillian Marie Pfeiffer. Jessica Cook, cum laude. Brandon Cummings. Jake O'Neill Chittix. Gone. Justin Douglas Gone. Lauren Labondi, magna cum laude. Lucas Labondi. Christina Peralta. Caitlin Connor Stark, summa cum laude. Jared Bays. Austin Neil Betts, magna cum laude. Savannah Ray Reynolds. Madison Lee Hopkins. Nathan Isaac Prentice, cum laude. Jeffrey John Beignet, Jr. Nicholas Scott Fry, magna cum laude. Avery P. Cantrell. Molly Elizabeth Kubesh, summa cum laude. Taylor Ray Gwynn. Gabrielle Ruth Guile, cum laude. Benjamin Taylor Lindsay, cum laude. Adam J. Heath. Christopher James Hawking. Christopher D. Papp, cum laude. Caleb Dean Johnson. Spencer Hughes. Jessica S. Begay. Eric S. Wise. Allison Bischoff. Kaylee Ann Shabelsky. Christina Martinez. Sarah Beth Walsh, magna cum laude. Megan Catherine Lewin, summa cum laude. Juliana Audrey Kendall. Christian Michael Zenka. Adrian Silva. Michael Warren Thorpe, Jr., cum laude. Austin Fahrenholtz. Emily Ty. Isabella Rosalie Vaz, cum laude. Katie Gubel. Isabel DeArmond. Emily McCune, summa cum laude. Kaylee Lynette Archuleta, cum laude. Tyler Daniel Benigsdorf. Sean Michael Seams. Brittany High. Shelby Louise Lewis, cum laude. Brody Horan. Hannah Marie Pagliaro. Rochelle D. Harris. Samantha Squirrel. Hannah Keeling, magna cum laude. Sierra McHugh. Kendra Elena Lopez, summa cum laude. Isidro Treto Alvarez. Taylor Elaine Kuklin, cum laude. Ashley Henson. Brandy Katerina Worth, cum laude. Jonathan Sira. Madison Thomason. Chelsea N. Toledo. Gabrielle Angelique Chavez. Say that one too. Marcy Kate Murdoch with Alice. Ben Thomas, magna cum laude. Christopher Colby Carpenter, cum laude. Jacqueline Trent Levitt, magna cum laude.
Aaron J. Adams.
Hoagland. Levi Aaron Hoagland. Bryce J. Grant, cum laude. Daniel Alexander Ness, summa cum laude. Seth Alexander Cahalan. Derek Hardy. James D. McKee. Nicholas Oliver Farman. Benjamin C. Schlichting. Serena Marie Scandiliato. Carrie Carmody. Haley Glassy, magna cum laude. Nicholas Harvey. Dalton James Neely, summa cum laude. Zachary Laverne. Sayer Kane Thomas. Jeremy Bergen, cum laude. Randall Dean Baker, cum laude. Trey Austin Cranston, summa cum laude. Kristen Irene Berg. Vanessa Alicia Nuanes, magna cum laude. Deandra T. Green. Colleen Margaret Milliken. Taylor Schofield, summa cum laude. Carolyn Elizabeth Anderson, summa cum laude. Ismael Ortega. Bridget Noel Skinner. Paulina Michelle Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Cassidy Rose Blake, magna cum laude. Blake Edward Graff, cum laude. Abby Grace Costello, magna cum laude. Shania Brianne Belden, summa cum laude. Travis Austin Buchanan. Brandy Nicole Lofton. Brandon Tyler Lofton. Caitlin Marie Pierce, cum laude with Chloe. Trey Scott Thurmond. Connor M. Stevenson.
Mariah Kathleen Kellogg, sis, cum laude. Brianna Adams, cum laude. Brady Bundy. Spencer Walker Coleman. Louis Carranza, Jr. Luke T. Armstrong, cum laude. Chelsea Jordan Renee Gallagher Cooper. Christopher L. Cady, cum laude. Christopher Wyatt Staley. Is it Schiller? Casey Michael Schilleriff. Nicholas Hepp. William S. Kurtz. Noah Tristan Sanchez, cum laude. Okay. Molly Jean Rabone. Madison A. Smith. Connor Christian Benz. Zachary English. Cameron Cox. Austin B. Schneider. Sean K. Ryan, cum laude. Alec Thomas Sieben. Caitlin Marie LaCosta Houston. Jenna Ellen Danderand, magna cum laude. Antonio Falcone. How do you say that? Okay. David George Gianco, Jr., cum laude. Michelle Fawn Staples. How do you say that? Shelley Ann Tehelani Tele Kolesh. Jesus Alamander. Megan Swanson, magna cum laude. Sarah Ann Cohen, summa cum laude. Kaylee Michelle Rivenberg. William Perry Green. Alexis Roldan. Taylor May Walters, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Nicole Brunette, cum laude. Cindy Esmeralda Rascon Marquez, cum laude. Gina Guzman Martinez. Mariana Daniela Leora Pampa, summa cum laude. Alma Paola de Lara, cum laude. Cynthia Ruiz. How do you say it? Veronez Melon Farias, cum laude. Lizeth Maldonado, cum laude. Okay. Rochelle Malcor Jimenez. Leah Summers, cum laude. Joshua Traer. Jordan Lee Blatt. Selena Rose Hatfield. Cassandra Ray Williams. Merritt Ashley Hayes. Abigail May Carpenter. Edward W. Clennon. Kabir West Jr. Damian Ruiz Rivera. Bross Hannon. Peyton Nary. Bailey Merriman Jaber. Vida with a long I. Okay. Vida Jaber. Hayden Garrett Lindeman. Curtis Starks. Michael Alexander Snyder. Brittany Lee Protzman. Matthew Marks Vaughn. Madeline Hoffman, cum laude. Elizabeth D. Beerbaum. Donald Edward Thornhill II. How do you say that? Cheyenne Makamai Makalanality Pace, cum laude. Okay. Kalea Pagnam Nenyan, magna cum laude. How do you say yours? Okay. Brea Jan Caterino, magna cum laude. Jocelyn Banley Torres, summa cum laude. Viviana Saucedo, cum laude. Rebecca Nicole Bryan. Nathan Morris Johnson. Carrie Ann Johnson. John Holden Schmaltz. Caitlin Nicole Fiera, cum laude. Is it Nugent? Casey Lynn Nugent, cum laude. Elizabeth Brinkley. Hannah Rose Coys, cum laude. Carly Jo Hanley, magna cum laude. Joseph Chakre George Azar, cum laude. Bryce Avery Reedy, summa cum laude. Alec Williams. Cassidy Dawn Cronwell, cum laude. Carly Heistoffer, magna cum laude. Christina Gabriela Andrade Guzman, cum laude. Elizabeth Frias, magna cum laude. Julian Isaiah Johnson, cum laude. Cassandra Ruby Armas, cum laude. Morgan Claire Robb. Stacy Legrand. Jordan Lee Early. Alexandra Cisneros Rivera, cum laude. Reichel Joyce Menor. Brianna Hodges. Trianda Lachey Jennings, cum laude. Tierra Renee Hill. Catherine Haskell. Thomas Anthony Edwards, Jr. Zachary Scott Cushing. Natalie Pipe. Samantha Gould. Carrie Rebecca Todd, cum laude. Lauren Royce Platt. Alec Jacob Sterling, cum laude. Genesee Young. Catherine Marie Bowers, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Ann Nilsson. Aubrey C. Morse. Paige Baldwin. Justin Peacock. Dominique DeVore. Anthony Mozinski. Zachary Robert Fronapple, cum laude. Jenny Compton, cum laude. Anna Whitney McCain, cum laude. Guadalupe Gallegos Ochea, magna cum laude. Cesar Manuel Lopez. Bailey Jane Herrera. Ashley Nicole Nylander. Trey Douglas Salmon. Dane O. Dulaney. Gabrielle Cheney, cum laude. Faith Christine Trosbach. Susan Marshall, cum laude. Lauren Rachel Hager, magna cum laude. Casey Lynn Cunningham, summa cum laude. Caitlin Elizabeth Ryan. Cassidy Michelle Lippich. Lindy Madison Yeager. Melanie Rose Domino, summa cum laude. Amanda Jean Grisby, cum laude. Chelsea Hill. Chelsea Jordan Howie, cum laude. Shaylee Roseanne Williams, cum laude. Brandy M. Byers. Jessica Danielle Trujillo, cum laude. Katie Krieger, cum laude. Jody Lynn Holand. Brittany Alexandra Plunk, summa cum laude. Jennifer Renee Briscoe. Blake C. Mueller, cum laude. Michael Bacciarini, magna cum laude. Michelle Renee de la Castro, cum laude. Logan Patrick de la Castro, magna cum laude. Cheyenne Winter Olakin, cum laude. Catherine Marine Darst, cum laude. Lexi Elizabeth Sutcliffe, cum laude. Anthony Pollard Grensberg, cum laude. Alea Martine Middlestead.
I'm up. Look at that one.
Rocio del Socorro Andrade. Rosa Josephine Gamboa, cum laude. Rita A. Gutierrez. Ana Karen Gonzalez, cum laude. Maria Paloma Valencia, cum laude. Melissa Ann Sample, magna cum laude. Go ahead. Carolyn Bratchen. Go ahead, you can start walking when I call your name. Samantha L. Papke. Thea Marjorie Morse, cum laude. Maria Bernadine Ehrman. Whitney Christine Wanstrath, cum laude. Jordan James Veith, magna cum laude. Kyle Allen Wilson. Braxton Michael Dwayne Purcell. Annalisa Jane Harverland. Morgan Felix, cum laude. Tanner Thayer. Jordan Allen Schneider, cum laude. Lloyd Davis Benedict, cum laude. Rowan Elizabeth Dunn, cum laude. Christine Barefoot, cum laude. Dawn Rock Knight, magna cum laude. Nathan L. Turner, summa cum laude. Nash Anthony Doman, cum laude. Simeon Kahn. Jacob Wellborn. Katarina Day Apps, cum laude. Christine Herford, cum laude. Taylor Morgan Rademacher. Price Wilson. Sonia Fleming, summa cum laude. Anthony Thiantaka. Dalton Hamer. Lance Emery Matoski. Brandon Worley, cum laude. Nicholas Mines. Christy Elaine Sparks. Emily Ruth Ann Ryder, cum laude. Aspen Lynn Garcia, magna cum laude. Lydia Grace Skalberg, summa cum laude. Bailey Marie Reeves, magna cum laude. Shay Irene Peterson, cum laude. Amanda Christina Wenzel, cum laude. Schaefer Elizabeth Rubalcaba, summa cum laude. Jamie Nicole Nordine, cum laude. Jennifer Nicole Sawyer, summa cum laude. Abigail Joy Borchard. Emma Marie Gustafson. Kaylee Kochevar, cum laude. Alexis Nicole Biller, magna cum laude. Hunter Jetkowski DeFries, magna cum laude. Christina Leanne McKee Metter, summa cum laude. Greer Mackenzie Haynes. Sarah Lorene Palmer, magna cum laude. Mary Lucretia Cypress. Abigail Porter, cum laude. Kaylee J. Romo. Vrenny Nicole Lewis. Haali Mako Kopina Lea Spoke Lancaster, cum laude. Jade Soul Hunden. Shelby Lynn Kosh, cum laude. Marissa Simone, cum laude. Callie Lopresti, cum laude. Chelsea Nicole Fessenden. Mitchell Hastings Vandal, summa cum laude. Andrew Fagans. Henry T. Menjivar. William Lee Van Dieren. Jared Dean Patzer, cum laude. Michael J. Getz. Ian P. McGuire. Brandon Mao. Tyler Nagao. Leland C. Wong. Thomas Tawata. Brandy Summers. Edith Yesenia Corona. Ariana Ryan Pacheco, summa cum laude. Jerry Griglock. Salvatore Gabuzzi. Trent Atkin. Dustin Kiyoshi Wagner, magna cum laude. Slater James Elkin. Dylan McAleese, magna cum laude. Luis Schreit. Cameron Crow, magna cum laude. Richard Archer Sterling. Austin James Zanoni, magna cum laude. Matthew Jeffrey Rudder, cum laude. Dakota Connors. Dalton Nicholas Thornton. Hannah Kavanaugh. Catherine Velkovsky, cum laude. Thomas Stutzream, magna cum laude. Ethan S. McNally. Miranda Grace Reitz. Brianna Elizabeth Bearden. Hannah Elizabeth Mobile. Kendall Catherine Wingfield. Caitlin Eleanor Staub, cum laude. Hannah Kathleen Brocky. Haley Ann Fellows. Mary Seiss. Jacob Stokely Glasgow. Christopher Coldy. Morgan Bean. Cody L. Klaber. Chris Radomski, magna cum laude. Samuel Motley Bryant. Darren Charles Burton. Greg Juice Kasang. Juwan Malik Davis. Ryan Thompson Scribner, cum laude. Jamie Elizabeth Party, cum laude. Jordan John Kraft. Anna Nicole Kehulani Cortan. Coulter Bentley. Tyler A. Walton. Jacob Eggers. Heather Hall. Iris Aranza Flores. Myra Preto Reyes. Felicity Thomas, summa cum laude. Patrick Michael Galligan. Brock William Engel. Brianna L. Van Minnen, cum laude. Garrett James Lowe. Samuel Sage de Ambrosia. Skylar John Hirsch. Austin Pitchford, cum laude. Jason Warren Hicks, magna cum laude. Austin Soko. Charles Dillon Fuller. Michael Stewart Robinson, magna cum laude. Samantha Cage, cum laude. Taylor Margaret Bounds, cum laude. Joey Demers, summa cum laude. Mary Ashton Joni Van Winkle, summa cum laude. Ayla Marie Schutz, cum laude. Grace Amelia Shively, summa cum laude. Alexis Ann O'Neill, magna cum laude. Rosia Laura Celine Gutierrez Padilla. Sarah Elizabeth Boss. Colin Gordon. Heidi Louise Weber. Rocio Leva Roman. Brianna A. Royer. Walter Newman. Kyle Douglas Yoder. Daniel James Shipley III. Rachel Stapp. Amber Dawn Gillard, magna cum laude. Mitchell Spencer Gillard, cum laude. Alexander Vladimir Colombo. Madeline Rachel Edwards. Sarah April Warenga. Samantha Jolene Klein, cum laude. David Ian Harbert, cum laude. Melina Montano. Valeria D. Bolanos Castro and baby. Sterling Rose. Isa Ilona Revel. Kevin Elcock. Paul Contreras. Andrew Paul Contreras. Gregory M. Reynolds. What's that? Douglas Cody Reynolds. Jordan Kathleen Lynch, magna cum laude. Brandon Scott Warnock, cum laude. Jose Ignacio Mendoza, cum laude. Okay, I'm going to do Jenna's in just a minute. Okay. Andrew Park. Jamie C. Groman, cum laude.
Jenna Rachel Brown, cum laude.
Lacey Townsend, cum laude. Luke Sean McLean. Brandon Charles Leslie Rowland. Ashley Beard. Pedro Esparza Chavez. Keenan Lionel Garnes. Lindsay M. Brown, magna cum laude. Alexander Joel Urbina, cum laude. Matthew S. Tate. Daniel Arachea, cum laude. Rod Faree. Madison Stone, cum laude. Zoe Jean Stanley, cum laude. Colleen Job. Kyle Christopher Peterson, cum laude. Derek F. Husvet. Connor Morgan. Jacob Michael Douglas. Sean Michael Van Wyk. Haley Pedersen, summa cum laude. Jake Mitchell Vondras. Sarah Edmondson, summa cum laude. Alexander Armenta. Brandon O'Shea Sistrunk. Nicholas Dane Patton. Evan Brian Ayers. Christopher Charles Rucker. Stephanie Dawn Hooker, summa cum laude. Natalie Ann Boomgard, cum laude. Melissa May Maines. Bree Slater, magna cum laude. Julia Christine Sundstrom. Leanna Renee Miller, cum laude.
Abigail Kraft, magna cum laude. Christiana Carly Hope O'Connor, cum laude. Cassie K. Casey Jolynn J. Hannah Schneider, cum laude. Danielle Schuster, summa cum laude. Jessica Thornton, cum laude. Shelby Ray Rubalcaba, magna cum laude. Katie Elizabeth Evans, magna cum laude. Alicia Bradford, magna cum laude. Shay Delaney Redmond, magna cum laude. Janice Lene Hart, magna cum laude. Rachel Elise Morales, cum laude. Trevor Potter. Rachel Cassandra Los. Ivan McClellan. Nicholas Cholas. Sadie Christensen. Evan Pulowski. Kathleen A. Dykstra, cum laude. Adam Alexander Nowaki. Rob Allen Clark. Dominic Ray Castillo. Heidi Marie Keck. Kayla Murphy, cum laude. Mary Catherine Gorsuch. Sage Jeremiah Ulip de Hoykoi, cum laude. Scott David Jackson, cum laude. Brett A. Browse Jr., summa cum laude. Stephanie Lucy Cruz. Joanna Cisneros. Anthony Marquez, cum laude. Shristi Adhikari. Adria Corinne Davis, cum laude. Sunny Elizabeth Stone. Chandler G. Melby. Kiernan Biggs. Reba Daywinder. Christopher Miller. Forrest Powell Russell. Chandler Matthew Folkerts. Nicholas Aaron Cavalier. Halen Stewart, cum laude. Dakota W. Detweiler, cum laude. Nicholas Andrew Allen. Austin Reeves Rubald, magna cum laude. Henry Sanchez Romero. Hillary Ann Kennedy, magna cum laude. Anna Jo Schmidt, cum laude. Alexandria Farnsworth Lozano, cum laude. Casey Jewel Sams. Braden K. Kearns, magna cum laude. Garrett Glenn Gross. Andrew Wolf. Ethan David Evans. Theodore Christon II. Lisa Carol Stimson, summa cum laude. Crystal Pitney, cum laude. Enrique Alexis Escobar. Taylor Ann Stancliffe. Alexis M. Delisle. Olivia Bray. Sydney G. Wood. Janet Louise Wilson. Michaela Elizabeth Bonger. Nurie Brett. Desiree Dawn Wiesner. Chelsea Dake, magna cum laude. Nicole Lynn Taylor. Brittany K. Roberts. Logan McGovern. Connor R. Mooney. Carlson Jeffrey Davis. Courtney Ann Clayton. Thomas Wilson. Elizabeth Christine Pern. Jessica Philmeyer, magna cum laude. River Adams. Ford Brian Adams. Alexander J. Trevino, magna cum laude. Casey Renee Miller. Mackenzie Nelson Bueller. Jalen Sierra Onsrud. Cheyenne Michelle Stroshine. Morgan Marie Strahalski, cum laude. Michaela Sue Keller. Madeline Rose Ecker. Cynthia Marie Hendrickson. Dane Tyler Harris. Kelsey Ray Wright. Rebecca Danielle Dyke, summa cum laude. Matthew Mitchell Stewart, magna cum laude. Zachary J. Seamson. Bridger Lee Mikolai, summa cum laude. Adam C. Childs. Douglas G. Plock, magna cum laude. Jeffrey Ross. Sean D. Gerving. Kirby Austin Gamble, cum laude. Sarah Harvey, magna cum laude. Tanner Jeffrey Adams. Caleb J. Richens. Justin Clinton. Tristan Olson. Alexandra Lynn Aberly. Heather Lynn Swain, cum laude. Sarah Coe Glidden. Katrina Renee Lopez. Daniel E. Heggie. Caleb Kraus, magna cum laude. Jake Hathaway, magna cum laude. Skylar Kent Freeling. Alfredo Joel Martinez. James Lewis Smith Allen. Charles A. Jernigan II. Tristan Kiefer Schmaltz, summa cum laude. Mark Robert Allen. Nathan T. Etchert, cum laude. Michael Digan. Leo Pesh IV. Jacob Scott Hart. Henry Gray. David Stanley Field. Edwin Garcia Jr. Manuel Armando Hernandez Provencio. Kevin Dean McCall. Jessica Marie Heckroll. Alexandra Supis. Nicole Hutchinson. Ashley Cross. Kylie Simpson, cum laude. Hattie Marie Gianetti, magna cum laude. Megan Ann Gianetti, magna cum laude. Constance Roost. Megan Renee Tillotson, magna cum laude. Taylor Ray Whitehead, cum laude. Sophia Ray Fortner, cum laude. Connor DeShazer. Jason J. Tipton. Cody Vandenbrink. Aaron Ashley Shuckers. Joel Mark Henderson. Christian Ramos. Quentin Thomas Barnett. Gray Kahneman. Charles Tucker Cochran, cum laude. Garrett Stewart. Reese Swanson. Amanda Nicole Omido. Elizabeth Bowman. Vanessa Smith. Alyssa Lee Brown. George D. Stagg, Jr. Brett Kasperzak. Jaylene April A. Patricio. Mark Kevin Sason Domingo. Connor Graham Timms. Andrew James. Gabriel Willem van der Merwe. Cassidy J. Fair, summa cum laude. Collie Emmeline Fest, cum laude. Alex Marisol Fuentes, summa cum laude. Jordan Barletta, cum laude. Jessica Alberta Gonzalez, summa cum laude. Luke Trovinger, magna cum laude. Carla Iveth Robledo Barba, summa cum laude. Brandy R. Musto, magna cum laude. Julianne Phillips, summa cum laude. Eric Scott Pitcher Nessel, cum laude. Midge A. Hampton. Darian Talia Green, summa cum laude. Thank you. Marcus William Fingerlin, cum laude. Roxanne Trutter. Schroeder. Samantha Myers, cum laude. Caitlin Prather. Michaela Popish. Michaela Cross, summa cum laude. Vanessa Porras, cum laude. Jamie Copley. Caitlin Kennedy Miller. Ashton Nicole Collett. Sierra Key. Zach Tab. Tanner Evan Hoffman. Wendy Olivia Walters, magna cum laude. Chelsea Henline. Catherine Lauren Hall. Paige Elizabeth Tracy, cum laude. Lucas Heinzheimer. Nicholas John Frederick. Sienna Mahealani Shoup. Alexis Cheyenne Dymick, cum laude. Savannah M. Edgar, cum laude. Vincent Valdez. Christian Alexander Meraz Delgadillo. Eric Caro and Raymar. Alex C. Peltier. Heather M. Mayerly. Aldrin Flores Makua. Bailey Ann McCall. Rosa Yasmin Gomez. Casey Joe Benton. Rebecca Kate Roth, cum laude. Cordell James Dugan, cum laude. Kyle Robert Watling. Matthew T. Vigil. Maddie J. Piper, cum laude. Callista Peters. Eileen Wong, cum laude. Tammy Lynn Kellerby. Estella Kayleen Roberts, cum laude. Jessica May Hicks, cum laude. Tyler Allen Brown. Kiana Irene Allred, summa cum laude. Thomas R. Lambert.
Brianna Michelle Spruill. Jennifer Benoza Hemingway. Caroline Moreland. David Russell Siemens. Joel Micah Brown.
Natalie M. Christensen, summa cum laude. Abigail L. Nichols, summa cum laude. Pamela S. Portillo, summa cum laude. Emma Malmquist, summa cum laude. Burgundy Ann Branson, summa cum laude. Jennifer Garcia Esquivel, summa cum laude. Jennifer E. Reynes, summa cum laude. Moro Rato Castrillo, summa cum laude. Joe Beth Salau, summa cum laude. Emmanuel Macias Manares, summa cum laude. Madison Leanne Lingle, summa cum laude. Renea Joan Demarest, summa cum laude. We will now award the diplomas to our CMU-CU Engineering Partnership Program graduates. Matthew Cole Nielsen. Kwesi Depa. Nevin Royce Lister. Dominic Brevig. Paul Charles Yanowich. Levi D. Walcher. Gunnar J. Pagney. Tyler T. Raymond. Jonathan T. Johansson. Zachary E. Kennison. Eric Jacobs. Logan Donahue. Benjamin Matthew Whitney. Hayden R. Murphy. Jacob W. Wallace. We will now award the Graduate Certificate in Education. Diane Kwiatkowski. Casey Sullivan. Luange. We will now award the Master of Business Administration. Luange Samson Kazadi Mabala. Sarah Beth Walsh. Megan Catherine Lewin. Christina M. Trujillo. Jana Lynn Pedro. Jessica Lee McCoy. Lincoln Reese Early. Rob Daniel Courtney. Nathan Joel Robertson. We will now award the Master of Science in Nursing. Kelly Renee Knight. And Macy D. McKim.
Okay, if the trustees will come back on the stage. You did it. I know. As we come to the conclusion of our ceremony, we will ask Trustee Bob Wilson to introduce and recognize our most distinguished graduates.
I think we can do this. Good morning. Everybody that's happy that we had clouds, give a round of applause for the clouds. This morning we are honoring members of the class who have earned a perfect 4.0 average in all their coursework at CMU. I ask you guys to come forward and join us on the stage as your name is read. Audience, please hold your applause until everyone's been introduced. Shania Belden, Bachelor of Business Administration and Marketing. Branson Burgundy, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Natalie Christensen, Bachelor of Arts, Counseling Psychology. Trey Cranston, Bachelor of Business Administration Management. Renea Demarest, Bachelor of Science Sports Management. Rebecca Dykes, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science and Technology. Jennifer Garcia, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Madison Lengel, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Megan Lewin, Bachelor of Business Administration, Finance. Emmanuel Marcias Monarez, Bachelor of Arts, Counseling, Psychology. Emma Malmquist, Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science. Mackenzie Morgan, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, RN to BSN. Abigail Nichols, Bachelor of Science, Public Accounting. Haley Pedersen, Bachelor of Science, Public Accounting. Julian Phillips, Bachelor of Arts, English, Secondary Education. Brittany Plunk, Bachelor of Social Work. Pamela Portillo, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, RN to BSN. Jennifer Ranis, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Mauro Rato Castrillo, Bachelor of Science, Sports Management. Bryce Reedy, Bachelor of Arts, Media Strategies and Applications. Joe Salao, Bachelor of Science, Athletic Training. Lydia Skalberg, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Wyatt Stark, Bachelor of Arts, Political Science. Mitchell Vandell, Bachelor of Science, Athletic Training. Please give all of these outstanding graduates a well-deserved round of applause. Thank you. It has become a tradition during commencement for the members of the graduating class with the highest grade point average, that's the folks on the stage, to lead fellow graduates in the symbolic turning of the mortar board tassel. At this time, I ask our 4-0 graduates to lead the class in this graduation symbol, turning the tassel from right to left. 5, 4, 3, everybody up, 2, 1. Thank you. Please remain standing as we conclude today's ceremony with the CMU fight song. And we got a bunch of folks right up here ready to do it. Thank you.
Thank our vocalists, as well as Dr. Arthur Houle, our keyboardist. As we declare the 2018 Colorado Mesa University Spring Commencement ceremony closed with the release of balloons in honor of today's graduates, we turn the stage to our 4.0 graduates, our vocalists, the CMU Rowdy Brass Band led by Dr. Jonathan Hinkle for the CMU fight song. Lyrics are found in your program.